What's up guys? We're doing the garden route here in South Africa, and in this video, we're going to show you all of the highlights along the way, as well as some travel tips to help you plan your adventure. So hope you enjoy it. The garden route is a breathtaking stretch of coastline that spans over 300 kilometers along South Africa's southern coast. Beginning in the western Cape city of Mossel Bay and ending at Storms River in the eastern Cape, this iconic route is known for its lush forests, dramatic cliffs, pristine beaches, and diverse wildlife. In this video, we show 10 highlights along the garden route. All of the places we mention are relatively close to each other and are possible to visit in a 5 to 10 day road trip. But if you have less time, you can also pick and choose which activities interest you the most when planning your own adventure to this area. At the end, we also share some travel tips. Now let's dive in. We are Zach and Ina. We make helpful videos about destinations around the world so you can easily plan your own adventures. Cape Town is a great place to start your garden route road trip. There are many things to do in and around the city, and we have a separate video about that on our channel if you're interested in visiting before or after your road trip. From Cape Town, you have two options to get to the start of the garden route. Your first option is to drive the N2 National Highway through quaint towns like Swellendam, which is the most direct route. This option takes between 4 and 5 hours to get to the start of the garden route. Your other option is to take the coastal Cape Whale route. This passes the scenic False Bay, Betty's Bay and Stony Point Penguin Colony, the charming town of Hermanus, and the windy Cape Agulhas, to name a few. If you want to enjoy each stop on this option, you need to add at least a couple of days. Whichever way you choose, your first stop will likely be Oudtshoorn or Mossel Bay. Let's start with Mossel Bay. This is a historic harbor town with lots of beaches and outdoor recreation. One of the most popular things to do here is hiking the St. Blaise Trail, a 14-kilometer point-to-point coastal hike that starts at Bushman Cave and finishes at Dana Bay. But aside from that, you can also go whale watching, explore the historic town and museums, or go ziplining. We stayed at a unique accommodation in Mossel Bay, known as the Santos Express Train Lodge, which is an old train that has been converted into a hotel. We left a link to the accommodation in the description below the video. Oudtshoorn is the only highlight along the garden route that is not located along the coast. And to get here, you have to cross some stunning mountain passes. Known as the ostrich capital of the world, Oudtshoorn boasts the largest ostrich population on the planet, spread across a number of farms. We visited the Safari Ostrich Farm, where you can do a tractor tour while learning about these interesting creatures, the historic ostrich feather industry, and ostrich farming today. In fact, many products are derived from ostriches, such as meat, leather, and even decorated eggs. Another must-see attraction is the Kengo Caves, a series of limestone caverns filled with stunning stalactites and stalagmites. The caves can only be visited by a guided tour, and you have the option of either a 1-hour heritage tour or a 1.5-hour adventure excursion. Wilderness is a small, peaceful town surrounded by lush greenery. It's actually protected as part of the Garden Route National Park. With many waterways to explore, a pristine stretch of coastline, and a thriving forest, this is the perfect place for nature enthusiasts. We hiked the half-colored Kingfisher Trail, which was a little over 8 kilometers or 5 miles long and had an elevation gain of 282 meters. It was a relatively easy and shaded trek along the river to a waterfall, and took us about 2.5 hours to complete. At some point, you also have to cross the river. So we're a little over a kilometer into the trail here, and we have the option to either go to the river crossing or the pontoon. We're going to choose the pontoon because we just don't want to get wet today, and it looks kind of fun. You can also consider stopping at some of the panoramic viewpoints on your way to Wilderness, such as the Map of Africa and Dolphin Point. For pristine beaches and ultimate relaxation, head to Sedgefield next. Although the town itself doesn't have much to offer for tourists, there are long beaches and an estuary which is sheltered from the wind by sandstone cliffs. It's a perfect place for swimming as it's shallow and calm. But even just walking along the beaches is a fun experience in itself. Knysna is a beautiful town nestled on the banks of a giant lagoon, which is now a protected marine reserve. Not surprisingly, one of the highlights of Knysna is a relaxing boat tour on the Knysna Lagoon, where you can enjoy scenic views. We left a link to the boat tour that we did in the description below the video, in case you want to book it as well. Boat tours leave from Tessin Island, which is another must-see spot with its charming waterfront cafes and boutiques. But for the best view of the lagoon, the Knysna Heads viewpoint offers a stunning panorama.
The best time to visit Knysna Heads viewpoint is in the morning because the sun hits at the right angle, and that makes the lagoon very colorful.
You can also head down to a beautiful beach from there, known as the Connie Glen Beach. And if you want an intimate animal experience, you can head to Knysna Elephant Park, where you can get up close and personal with gentle giants. Plettenberg Bay, commonly referred to as Plet, is a vibrant seaside town with stunning landscapes. While the town itself is charming with many restaurants, guest houses, and coffee shops, the beaches have soft white sand and inviting waves. Beyond the beaches, Plet boasts a few unique adventure experiences. Nearby, in the waters of Robberg Marine Protected Area, you'll find a large colony of Cape fur seals. You can book a 30-minute snorkel session with these seals, who are extremely playful and curious. This snorkel tour includes the boat ride as well as wetsuits, masks, and fins. We even spotted some dolphins from the boat. Other experiences in the area include the Birds of Eden, the Craig's Elephant Sanctuary, and Monkeyland. Robberg Nature Reserve is a peninsula jetting into the Indian Ocean near Plettenberg Bay. It's renowned for its breathtaking panoramic views, dramatic cliffs, and diverse ecosystems. You can explore a network of hiking trails of various fitness levels, ranging from 30-minute walks to a 4-hour trek. We hiked the entire perimeter of the peninsula, which was about 9 kilometers or 5.5 miles long and had 252 meters of elevation gain. This loop hike was not too difficult overall and offered the most stunning scenery, beautiful beaches, and a chance to spot birds and other wildlife. Right outside of Plettenberg Bay, you can find a tranquil and beautiful beach known as Keurbooms River. You can find a unique geological feature here called arch rock. But the crown jewel is the Keurbooms River, with dark waters twisting and turning through a forested gorge. You can explore the river by kayaking or driving your own motorized boat, for which no previous experience is required. You can go up the river for about 5.5 kilometers, and along the way, there are multiple small sandy beaches to stop at for a swim, picnic, or braai. Rentals are offered for a full day, but the actual boat ride only takes about 2 hours, so there's plenty of time to relax. Soaring high above a majestic gorge, the Bloukrans Bridge isn't just a landmark, it's a mecca for adrenaline junkies. Being one of the highest commercial bungee jumps in the world, at a staggering 216 meters or 709 feet, it offers a thrilling experience. To reach the jumping platform, you first have to take a zipline from the bank to the arch. Then, you'll take turns in your group leaping into the valley. The feeling of standing on the edge and looking down is something that can't be described.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bungee jump!
After rebounding multiple times, a recovery operator helps you get back up to the platform. And once everyone's jumped, you walk along a skywalk to get back onto solid ground. The entire experience takes about 2 hours, since you also have to get to the site an hour before your actual jump. It's led by a highly trained and experienced staff, and you can be assured that safety is the utmost priority for them. Finally, Tsitsikamma National Park is the last highlight along the garden route. This park is known for its dramatic coastline, lush indigenous forests, diverse wildlife, and exciting activities. There are tons of amazing hiking trails to enjoy, the Keurbooms River Mouth Trail being the most popular one. This short scenic trail takes you on boardwalks and suspension bridges over the Keurbooms River estuary. Another great hike is the Waterfall Trail, which is part of the long-distance Otter Trail. This hike follows the rocky coastline to a cave and waterfall. The route does involve some rock hopping and takes about 2 to 3 hours in total to complete. We left links to both of these trails in the description below the video in case you want to follow the same ones for yourself. As we promised at the beginning of the video, we'll now share a few things that we learned on the garden route. First, you should drive with caution. While the garden route boasts good road conditions, remember to drive within the speed limits. Traffic police are frequently monitoring for speeding. Second, keep your valuables safe. Avoid leaving any belongings visible in your car. While not a widespread issue, petty theft can occur, so secure your belongings in the trunk or at your accommodation. Third, you should embrace the South African tipping culture. Tipping is expected throughout the country. Give small tips of 10 Rand or more for services like parking attendants and gas station window cleaners. Standard tips of 10% for waiters, tour guides, and similar service providers are also expected. And lastly, you do have some good options to save money on food and drinks during your trip. Many accommodations feature kitchens, allowing you to cook and manage your dining budget. Western-style supermarkets like Woolworths, Spar, and Checkers are readily available for groceries. Tap water is also often safe to drink in most areas, so bringing a refillable water bottle is essential. This was our top selection of things to do along the garden route. But of course, there are many other activities that are worth checking out if you have more time, and we've included a list of those on the screen here for you. If you're planning your South Africa trip, we recommend keeping things organized with our interactive travel planner. Find a discount code in the description below the video. We also included important links that you'll need for your garden route road trip in the description, such as a map with places to stay and eat. We'll catch you on the next adventure.